Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have so many things to discuss about crypto, stock market, and also all the other macroeconomic factors that's now influencing all the prices. And also I'm going to give you what I think is going to be happening next with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and also the stock market itself. Now let's get straight away into the first news, which is very important, and is about Ethereum. So everybody now is scared that Ethereum is going to go down because there is this Shanghai upgrade with all the Ethereum which was staked a few years ago is going to be released into the market again, so people are going to start to sell like crazy. Well, the title says, warning that the price could down, but my thought is a little bit different than what you think. So let's get straight away into that. But before we continue, please let me show you my crypto trading academy, which is called Freedom Trading Academy. So we teach people how to trade the cryptocurrency markets. So we have recorded roughly 45 hours video content where we teach anything about technical analysis, fundamentals. We can explain to you very successful strategies and really how to beat the crypto markets. And also you're going to be able to join a big community of traders who now everybody is making a killing, right? So we have a different membership over here. You can choose your plan. The yearly plan, which give you access for more than 1 year, is actually very good because it's going to give you some crypto coaching with myself. It's going to give you lots of video content and also analysis every single day. And we also, with the community access, you're going to be able to talk to so many traders around the world, and we're going to be able to make lots of money together. So Ethereum Shanghai is nearing, but when can I withdraw my staked Ethereum? First of all, everybody now is talking about it, the Shanghai upgrade that is going to enable people who staked Ethereum for a long time, and now they're going to be able to sell their Ethereum because it's all going to be a release. But the article is saying that it's not going to happen straight away on April 12. It might take a few months before starting to really unstake all the Ethereum. So one of the reasons why I think that people are not going to sell is for two things. So number one is going to be that, as I said before, the unstaking process is going to take maybe months, which then is not going to enable people to sell straight away. And also looking at the macroeconomic condition, we are now in a very strong uptrend with Ether, Bitcoin. So whoever now has bought Ethereum long time ago and now now we went down, 70% with Ether, Bitcoin is potentially going to wait a little bit before actually start to sell everything about it, because if in the next 2 or 3 months the price of Ethereum can actually double in value, why wouldn't you sell it when it goes double? So I don't think, guys, we're going to see this massive sell-off as everybody now is predicting and giving all of this thought. So I guess we have to wait and see, and we will see it up. And the other news, which is very important for the crypto market, is the following. So Brazil, China, they're going to ditch the US dollar for trade payments, and they're going to favor the yuan. So the BRICS, which is Brazil, India, China, etc., are going to form a sort of agreement where they're going to start to trade oil and other commodities using the yuan or even the Indian rupee to actually trade all of these raw products. So why is that relevant to crypto and to Bitcoin and to also the risk assets? Because if you think about it, the US dollar, whenever is very strong, can actually be usually a strong US dollar is inversely correlated to crypto and other risk assets. But whenever we have a weak dollar, people tend to sell it, then to buy high quality assets, or also tech and risk assets like the crypto or other stocks or even gold or other materials. So in case this BRICS is going to find an agreement that they're going to decide to now trade commodities utilizing another currency, then it's going to be super bullish for crypto and stocks, because of course the US dollar is going to dump and then everything else is going to surge. So that could be the expectation that we're going to see. And the last thing, which is very important, and it can be also determinant for the price, the ongoing price of Bitcoin and also the other cryptocurrency market, is next week we're going to have the CPI results. So the CPI results, which measures inflation, is going to come up next week. Why is that relevant? Because if CPI comes lower than expected, like we're actually expecting, because it looks like looking at the trend, inflation is falling. Inflation is falling rapidly. it could be a case that we're going to see inflation falling down, and it could be also, if that happens, we might see risk assets to skyrocket again. It could be the start of this new bull market, as I said before, in the last 2 months, and also it could be also a very positive for the Fed to maybe start a pause. So. We've been talking about this for a long time, so we're going to see this CPI report, and then in 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to see the Fed with the FOMC meeting to decide they're going to raise more basis points. But if inflation is coming down, it's not going to be this is going to, I would say, give a reason for the Fed to say we defeated inflation, and then they're going to potentially pause. And if that happens, guys, it's going to be incredible. It's going to be super, the price are going to go crazy. Now, let's jump into the chart. So I want to show you straight away today, I want to show you a few things, right? The first one is that the NASDAQ, right? Some people are actually talking about the NASDAQ as commenced a new bull market. So usually the definition of a bull market is when the price can go up to 20% in a few months, in 2 months. And if we calculate now from here to here, I'm going to go on date range. So from here to here, I'm going to also put date and price. So I'm going to start from the 31st of October or even 26th of December. And in the last roughly 3 months, we had an increase of price of 26%. So technically speaking, we have commenced a bull market with the Nasdaq, right? So which is usually very bullish. However, just bear in mind that this is only like, from a technical point of view, because we have to see also the macroeconomic condition, what's going to happen. So we will have to see with that. And over here, as you can see, I formed this chart here on the weekly, and it shows that potentially the Nasdaq is forming very similar to Bitcoin, an inverted head and shoulder, right? So over here, I highlighted the two potential scenario which we could be expecting. So number one would be that looks like the Nasdaq is now on the go to reach this level over here of resistance at around $13,500, and also this can be confirmed by these three patterns over here, which is called the three white soldiers, which is usually a very bullish sign when we talk about the Japanese candlesticks. And it looks like if we are going to continue this way, then we are going to reach this level here at around, as I said before, $13,589. So once we reach this level, this is going to correspond to an overbought RSI, and if that is the case, what we might expect would be a correction which could be a shallow correction to the previous level of support at around 13,000, or even a bigger one going down here at 12,000. So if this is the case, which could be coming maybe May, because maybe the Fed decides to keep going with rates, so we might see a bigger correction. This could actually enable us to form a right shoulder to then complete our big, huge inverted head and shoulders. So again, if this then is going to play out, then the target for this head and shoulder is going to be the previous all-time high at around $16,000, $17,000. So again, I feel that that's where we are heading. I'm not convinced that we're going to see this very big correction. We might see maybe like a shallow one and then continue all the way up. But again, the target for this head and shoulder, in my opinion, is going to be roughly the previous all-time high. So this is not financial advice, but that's my opinion based on my technical analysis. So the next thing I want to talk about today is Ethereum, talking about the hard fork as I explained before, and now this is my view of what's going to happen. So at the moment, Ethereum is fighting with this very strong level of resistance. As you can see, we are just trying to break through here, but it's really struggling right now. So we don't see volume coming in. We can see that Ethereum has printed what we call a doji. So over here, which usually signifies uncertainty, right? Certainly, or even more like of a bearish sign. So what we might expect from here could be that depending on how the macroeconomics are going to play out, maybe we might see maybe a little bit of a correction. Could be also, Ethereum coming down to this level of support over here and then continue all the way up to $2,400, or maybe like even a deeper correction from here to then continue to the upside. So again, we can have a look on the daily chart. The daily chart has more explanation to that. So first of all, the reason why I think that we're going to see a correction in the short term could be the fact that First of all, on the RSI, we are forming what we call the bearish divergence. So as you can see from here like that, and usually it signifies a trend reversal. And over here, as I said before, we are forming what we can call a double top. So the double top is still has not formed, right? We're still like, in this, we can even call it it could be also an ascending triangle. So it doesn't have to be a double bottom for sure. But if this one breaks down this way, then breaks this level here on the neckline, then of course is going to be a confirmed double bottom. Then in this case, I'll probably be shorting, and my target could be on this level, on this trend line over here, which is going to be my support, which is also the previous level at the Fibonacci retracement at around $1,500. And then after that, what I'm expecting will be a big pump to the upside to the next level of the Fibonacci at $2,200. Now, Bitcoin, let's see what's happening with Bitcoin over here. Is still very similar to Ethereum. Is struggling a little bit right now to really break this level of resistance at around $28,000. And we can see that it's really struggling. So what we might see as well would be, if we're going to see maybe positive CPI, we might see a pump to maybe $32,000 to then retrace a little bit down again to 25, 26, and then continue all the way up. Or we might even see a big pump to here, down and up again. Or we might see even from here just a correction down to $23,000, $24,000 to then continue all the way up. So I will say as well, very similar to Ethereum. Even if I go on the 4-hour chart, we're going to see that there is a big divergence over here playing out, which usually doesn't look great. But again, we're talking about a short term. But again, look at this, right? So some people could interpret this as a ascending triangle. So if this one breaks up this way on the third attempt, then we could see a big strong push to the upside. And then if I had to give you a target, could be from here to here. Yeah, look at that. Great. So it looks like that's where it could be happening. But if we then break this level of support over here, then we're going to be forming, we're going to confirm this double top, and then we might go back actually to $23,000 to $24,000 and then continue all the way up. Now, another thing that really makes me very bullish short to medium term. So forget about this correction. So we're going to have maybe a little bit of a correction, but I'm expecting short, like in the next 1 or 2 months, to actually pump up to $36,000 with Bitcoin. And also the other thing that makes me super bullish is going to be this is the DXY, or the dollar currency index, which is now forming maybe a ABC correction or even a bear flag. So if I cancel this one over here, you can see we have this big movement to the downside and then a little bit of recall, and then it looks like it could continue. And then if this continues, it's going to go and retest this diagonal trend line then to reach this level over here, which is roughly $93, $94. So if in the next couple of months we are going to see the DXY going down over here, then of course you should expect risk assets to perform very, very well. Okay, guys, to summarize, Ethereum, the Shanghai upgrade, that wouldn't be too much of a concern. Ethereum is not going to be, ETH is not going to be on stake straight away, so it will take time. So we still have so much room to go higher. Also, we need to monitor, these BRICS, where the US dollar is going to lose some strength. We have to monitor the CPI next week and also the FOMC meeting coming in the next 3 weeks. But in the next 1 or 2 months, I'm actually super bullish with Bitcoin.